Hey y'all, make sure to join my Discord. It's free and it's a way to connect with each other and to stay up to date with me. So check the description box below and click the link to join. For more information on how you can both educate yourself and how you can donate to the Black Lives Matter movement, please check the description box below. Thank you. Hey y'all, what's up y'all? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. And I'm back with another video. I decided to get on here and do my review of the 2020 BET Awards. New to my channel, typically I usually do reviews of the BET Awards every year. I can't remember if I did one last year. Either way, I'm back this year with a review. I watched it. The last 30 minutes of the show, I went and I talked to my mama, and then by the time I got back, they were replaying it from the beginning, so I missed like the last 30 minutes, but it's okay. They replay it like throughout the whole weekend. I got my notes, and yeah, I'm here to kind of break it down for you just in case you didn't watch it. But yeah, if you like videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, the 2020 BET Awards, the award show happened yesterday, Sunday, June 28th. I didn't know this, but it was the 20th annual BET Awards, which is pretty big. That's a huge accomplishment. I love hearing accomplishments and milestones and just positive things in the Black community. But the show opened up with, I'm sorry if I get this young boy's name wrong. I think it was Keandre Bryan. I kind of had my TV low a little bit, so I kind of missed his name a little bit, but he opened up the show and he sang, and I've never heard of him, but he has an amazing voice. And so right after him, they did kind of like I guess you can say like a modernized performance of Fight the Power. So you had different rappers and stuff in there, YG, other people, if I'm being honest, that I don't really know. Like, I know YG, Flavor Flav, like I know certain people, but the BET Awards was kind of wrapped around everything that's going on regarding or the inequality that the Black community has to deal with. So the award show was very, very heavily wrapped around that, and I was expecting that. And I don't know if I said this, the award show started at 7 p.m. and it went through to 10 p.m. I didn't even know they were going to have a BET Awards this year until like a few days ago, because I'm like, everybody's in quarantine, everything's on lockdown, at least like award shows and stuff. So I was like, how are they gonna do this? But they pulled it off. I was like, are they gonna like have limited people in the audience, or how does that work? They ended up having a fully virtual award show, which in the beginning I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. But surprisingly, I liked it. It flowed. It ended when it needed to end, because if you watch the BET Awards, typically it's supposed to end at 10 o'clock. They usually go to like 10:30 sometimes. They were very on point, very on time with it. I think that having the performances and everything already pre-recorded helped things just flow a lot smoother. I saw some people on Twitter that didn't necessarily like it, but it was either have a virtual award show or no award show this year. So it's like, which did you want? This year the award show was hosted by Amanda Seales, which again, I didn't know how I would feel about that, but if you think about it, with everything that's kind of going on in the world right now, especially in America, she's a pretty good fit, and I think she did a pretty good job. Her outfit changes were beautiful. It was this one outfit that she wore, or maybe it was two. I think it was these two outfits that she wore. It was a black one, and then it was a colorful, like white, red. If I can find the pictures, I'll have them on the screen, but those are my two favorites that she wore throughout the night. So after that, after Amanda Seales came through and kind of gave her a quick little monologue and everything, Roddy Ricch performed. He did kind of like a mashup of two different songs. Don't know the first song. And then he did his hit song, The Box. My mind is all over the place. I even made I made notes on the side of my notes. Yeah, Roddy Ricch performed, and then after he performed, John Legend performed, and John Legend's voice is just, I don't know, he's got that voice that's like calming and reassuring and soulful and powerful all at the same time. So of course John Legend did great. Then the award for Best Female Hip Hop Artist, I have to make sure that I enunciate. Best Female Hip Hop Artist award went to Meg Thee Stallion, which I was not surprised, because, well, I'm not gonna say she's been the only one to have a big year, but I feel like she had a pretty big year. I think the nominations was Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, and somebody else. And a lot of people were like, oh, y'all still nominated Doja Cat? So a lot of people were not feeling that. I'm still kind of, I don't know how to feel. Like, I love her music. Like, if you've been watching my channel, you will know I've been supporting her since the beginning. Before she blew up and got all this hype, I've been following her and I've been watching her journey. And so I don't even think bittersweet is the right word. It's like a slap in the face to just watch somebody and support somebody, and then the stuff that happens is basically like a slap in the face. Because I'm a firm believer in when somebody shows you who they are, believe it. Do I think people can change? Yes, but you have to show that. Next, D Smoke and Sir performed. I've heard of D Smoke, haven't heard of Sir. If I'm being honest, it's a lot of artists coming out the woodworks left and right, and so it's hard to keep up. If I'm being honest, I feel like this is one of the first award shows to where I didn't know like half of the people. And then for the Video of the Year award, it went to Higher by DJ Khaled, Nipsey Hussle, and John Legend. That's a great song, but of course DJ Khaled is the one that, well, it's his song, but he gave his acceptance award or his acceptance speech. I just don't really care for DJ Khaled anymore. It's been some things that's happened in the past that he did that I'm like, nah, I don't F with you like that. And after that, Meg Thee Stallion performed. I want to keep reiterating this. All these performances were pre-recorded. It wasn't live performances. Yeah, but Meg Thee Stallion performed. She performed a mix of one song. I don't know all Meg Thee Stallion songs, okay? I'm gonna be honest. So she did like maybe 30 seconds of one song, and then she went into Hot Girl Summer, and it was a whole production. She was in the middle of the desert. Her and her dancers were dancing. She did choreography. It was great. Burna Boy won the award for Best International Act. I'm sorry if I'm stumbling over my words. It's almost 6 a.m. Then next, DaBaby and Roddy Ricch performed. I really loved that performance. Maybe it's because I'm a fan of DaBaby, or at least his music. Gets in some controversy and does some stupid stuff. I like his music though. After their performance, Jennifer Hudson performed, and she did a tribute to Aretha Franklin, which again, kind of like the same thing I said about John Legend. Jennifer Hudson, she always delivers. Her voice is powerful, soulful. So it's certain artists that I have like such high expectations for, and so she hit the bar per usual. And I'm sorry if I leave anything out. I'm just gonna talk about what I saw. Next, Anderson .Paak. I've heard of him, but I always mess up his last name. And J Rod, I think that's his name, performed, and I love their performance as well. I don't know much about their music, but I love their performance and the lyrics to their song. They performed a new song. The lyrics in their song was amazing. After them, Lil Wayne performed a tribute to Kobe Bryant. Lil Wayne is another one of those, my nose is itching. I have makeup on. I'm trying not to scratch my makeup off. But Lil Wayne is another one of those artists to where he's controversial, but you can't deny his talent, what I feel like. So he did an amazing job. It's still surreal to me that we lost Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the other people on that helicopter. Like, it's still surreal to me. Like, it's crazy. The award for Best Female R&B/Pop Artist went to Lizzo, so congratulations to her. She's another artist that had a really big year. After that, Alicia Keys performed. Chloe and Halle performed their latest album. I finally listened to it. I love it. So they did a mix. They started off with Forgive Me, which is my new song, and then they moved over and they performed Do It. Speaking of Do It, I think I've uploaded the reaction that I did to their music video for Do It, so check it out, please. And then after that, I wrote a question mark because that's when I kind of went and talked to my mama for the last 30 minutes of the show. And I came back and I missed the last of the show, so I had to look up some stuff. For the Viewer's Choice Award, the winner was Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj for the Hot Girl Summer remix. I guess you can say Ty Dolla $ign too, because he's on the song too. The award for Best Collaboration went to Chris Brown and Drake for No Guidance. The Best New Artist award went to Roddy Ricch. The best male hip-hop artist went to DaBaby, and album of the year went to Please Excuse Me for My Antisocial. I wrote it verbatim and I still read it wrong. Album of the year went to Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial by Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch, he cleaned house. He really, just from this alone, I think he got like 3 or 4 awards. It may be more because they don't show all of it on TV. Oh, and another artist that I didn't know about, I think it's called, or his name is called Loner, L-O-N-R. I've never heard of him, but it was kind of like one of those Coca-Cola performances to where they kind of introduce you to new artists, and his voice is amazing. Like, I may have to look more into him. So yeah, I wrote his name down over here. I'm about to check him out. So my side notes, I only wrote 2 side notes. The first thing that I wrote was during the Fight the Power performance during the beginning of the show. YG, in his verse, he had a line about in school how we're taught about Cinco de Mayo, but they don't teach us about Juneteenth. And I always thought that was interesting, because I sat down and like when he said that, like after that performance ended, I was like, that's so true. I'm just like, y'all teach us about Cinco de Mayo and y'all teach us about, you know, certain holidays, but you don't teach us about certain things. And it's like, you can't teach one thing and not teach the other. Like, it's so many things that I've learned after I graduated or outside of school that I should have been learning in school, because a lot of the stuff that I learned in school that was required to graduate is BS in my mind. I'm happy to have learned about Cinco de Mayo, don't get me wrong, but I still feel like we should have learned about Juneteenth. Juneteenth is what, like a month after Cinco de Mayo? Thank God I had family and my parents and stuff to teach me about Juneteenth. And I still remember back in the days before quarantine when we would all gather over my granny's house and celebrate Juneteenth, have a cookout, all family get together. But it's just certain things that should be taught, like what Juneteenth is. Certain things like Christopher Columbus is not the person that discovered America. They teach that in school and they hammer that into your head. Even when you type it into Google, that's the answer that pops up, but that's not true. But yeah, and then my second note, I guess, was kind of like a overall synopsis, like an overall review. This year's award show was an online award show. It works, but it's not the same as having actual people in the audience. I miss the award show having to try to bleep out the performers' curse words, because BET, they could never get it right. Like, they would always, the bleep would always come in after the curse word has been said. And I'm just like, why? Oh, and last but not least, I said I bet other award shows will try to go virtual like BET did with their award show. We'll see, because BET, it was very seamless. Everything flowed. There was no technical difficulties, nothing. Everything flowed. It was over by 10 o'clock. It'll be interesting to see what these other award shows will do. Yeah, but that's it for this video. I'm gonna get up because my butt is hurting. I've been sitting on this floor for the last 2 hours doing my makeup. I'm gonna go. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought about the BET Awards this year. Like I said, I think it was a pretty decent show for it to be fully virtual. You know, I still miss the aspect of there not being actual people in the audience, because, you know, when people are performing or people are giving speeches or whatever, the camera always will pan out to the audience so you can see who's in house, who's wearing what, who's with who, people's facial expressions. And I missed that this year. Hopefully we can get back to that next year if people do what they need to do, like putting on a mask. I'm not even gonna get into that. I may have to do a whole rant video over that. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought about the award show this year. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know why. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And I will see y'all in my next video.